It's time to head back to Elk Lake again, because I'm still missing quite a few different fish species here. For example, something like the striped bass. Whoa, man. Striped bass, that's really not bad at all. I'll gladly take that one with me. So let's keep going right here at this spot. And at this spot, quite a lot is going in. Even the freshwater drum is biting here, or white bass, and so on and so on. So there's quite a bit going on here right now, and it's working out really well. Every now and then, sure, there are some phases where I'm thinking, what's going on now? Where did all the fish go? But then, not much later, it all kicks off again, especially if you keep your jigging rhythm steady. I also did 1 or 2 casts with a skirted jig, mostly at night, and a catfish hit right away. So that could definitely be an option too, if you want to make a bit of cash at night with catfish, or if you just want to set up here at night with bottom rods. 3 bottom rods with fish pieces cast straight ahead, right in the direction of that grassy island, and then things should really get going quickly. I already had a few smaller fish as well, but I threw most of them right back into the water, like this one for example. So undersized and small go straight back in. I'm not really here to earn tons of silver. I just want to catch rare fish and maybe even check off a trophy or 2 while I'm at it, because I still need to tick off 11 more trophies here in total. That's the situation at the moment. So, some are already done, but there are still others that are definitely realistic to catch. And on the RF4 Discord, I just saw that someone caught the butterfly peacock bass right here at this very spot. That's a crazy one. So yeah, someone just caught it as a trophy. And of course that's interesting. And of course I'm testing that too. And this is what it looks like for me at the moment. So just about an hour now. Like I said, there wasn't much going on during the night. I threw back a few fish again, but I think it's looking pretty good. And especially, it's all bass here, all of good quality. So we've got the higher quality bass right now. Freshwater drum is in, smallmouth bass is in, white bass, largemouth bass was in earlier too. So that's already really good. And just now, even the striped bass. And that's definitely something to be proud of. So they can all go into the keep net for sure. Yeah, and all of this is on jig, like I just said. Now I need to get back into the groove here. You really have to stay focused with this. Always doing a nice steady reel. Right now I'm going with speed 25. That helps me keep the jig movement consistent. Yep, a little pause now and then keep jigging in smoothly. I already tried earlier with speed 50, but I found that much harder. Sure, it still works, but of course I ended up going through the area much faster and didn't necessarily get more bites because of it. So right now with this, oh look, the next one, with this slightly slower jigging, I'm actually pretty satisfied. But what you can also do, and this was a tip from way back in the early days when the water was still new, I'll cast out again now, load up to about 45%, set it to speed 50, let it sink, and then with shift held down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tap, 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 and there's the jigging rhythm. So it's just shift 50. Click, 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 just clicking it in, and then you get into the jigging that way. I honestly don't remember who wrote that in the live stream chat. It's been too long. If it was you, feel free to write in the comments. Maybe it was your tip. Yeah, but that method works, and it really works in spots where it's sometimes a bit tricky to get into the jig rhythm. If you're always thinking, man, I just can't get the jig to work, then maybe just try that method out too. I've already tried that here at this lake 2 or 3 times in different places, and yeah, it's definitely a valid method to get something going, but it really is a bit tricky. You've got to stay on top of it the whole time. Yeah, I still need that one as a trophy too. I'll gladly take that one with me as well. And then straight back out again into the 4-5 spot, the small 4.5 hole. We've got this reed edge here, and we're just going to cast into it and basically jig through it. So just run the full length of the 4.5 spot smoothly through. Now I'll try again with speed 50, maybe something will hit. You see, there it is again. Yep, now we're in. I'll just do a double reel turn. Maybe that gets me in a bit better. There. Yeah, so the 4.5 spot, the upper one, seems to be delivering pretty well right now. Bam, and another one. A bit smaller, but still also a few fish that are sometimes a bit tougher to catch. For example, I hadn't had a big freshwater drum in a while. I usually got them around the 2 kilogram size, but now I actually got a significantly bigger one. Or even the striped bass. That one was also a really nice size, 6 kilo striped bass. I'm curious to see how much silver that brings in. We'll definitely check that out in a moment. Yeah, and now it's really all about having patience again, right? So, patience, keep going, try different methods, and see what works best for you right now. And of course, test different weather conditions and temperatures too. See what works best in which situation. Maybe there are some fish that bite noticeably better during rain, for example. That'd definitely be interesting. I'll just keep testing around a bit more here. I'd say we'll take another quick look at the cash value in a bit. The hour is about up now, and after the hour, it's always interesting to see how much the fish actually bring in and whether it was all worth it. So yeah, we'll pull this through a little longer now. But like I said, there are always phases, and now it's midday again, when things can get a bit tricky. I'll move back a little. This is the area, so when you walk around here once, just stand here on this little dock and then cast out easily. So that much for that. I'm gonna give it another pull or two now, and then we'll head over to the fish market real quick and sell everything. All right, and here we are, back in the village. First of all, free food. That's always important, of course. And before I sell anything, let's first take a look at the setup. That's obviously key. So right now I've got a pretty heavy setup here with 17 kilograms fluorocarbon. I think you don't really need to go that heavy here. I'd say 13 to 15 kilograms is more than enough. I wouldn't really go much lower though. For me, the lower limit is around 9 kilograms. Because anything under that, and the largemouth bass, even those weighing 3 or 4 kilos, they'll already start to go absolutely wild. And if they get any bigger, yeah, well then you'll be playing with them for quite a few minutes. So I'd say minimum 9 kilos, but definitely better to go a bit higher, up to around 15 kilograms. And even with 17, that still works just fine. I used a 3-0 hook here on a jig, and then this craw, but only the 3.5 version, not the biggest one. The 3.5 is absolutely enough. Hook size 10 works really well. You can see here, it already got quite a few bites. I even farmed a bit of wear and tear with it. So yeah, totally worth it. All right, now let's first run over to the cafe and take a quick peek in there. Anything big in there? Because I threw away the smaller ones. 3.3, unfortunately, that's not it. And here, yeah, this one I'd really like to get, right? That freshwater drum, around 13 or 14 kilos. That would be super nice. Definitely still something I'm gonna hunt for, but the spot's already looking pretty good. I'll definitely test that more over the next few days. So, sort by price. Here we go. 21 silver for the striped bass. I'll gladly take more of those. And yeah, this one here, the freshwater drum, right? Really, really solid, also in terms of price. Flathead catfish, also really good for nighttime. At night, I'd even say set up with 3 bottom rods with fish pieces. Just cast them out to that 30 or 40 meter range. That's about right. And then just go for catfish. Totally worth it. I'm definitely going to try that too. Just use fish pieces, and I think also with a 3-0 hook there. That's totally enough. So yeah, that's how it is. Get out there on this spot, bam, and let's go. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, really helps me out a lot. And then I'll see you in the next video or in the next live stream. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, always from 7 p.m., hop into RF4. Tight lines.